He's waiting for us. Bring him in. We're going to start by talking about Lego. Hunter, we'll bring him in here, Aaron. Hunter, thanks for joining the show, man. I heard you built the Titanic. What was that like?
It was a long process. There was, took a couple days, but it was fun. It was long to, have kind of over and over, same thing over and over building it.
Where you have it displayed?
It's all of my Legos are in my basement, just lined up against the wall.
See, so I live in an apartment. I don't have a basement, so it's all around the apartment. I just built the typewriter. That's the one that's kind of at the forefront for me. Are there any sets that you're looking forward to? That what's your next set that you're going to be buying?
I don't know. My mom surprised me with one for Christmas last year, and I was really hoping it was the Eiffel Tower, but it was not. So hopefully that one soon.
Yeah, that's a big, good set. That's a good one to get. Okay, Chris, we can start talking hockey. Hunter, what was it like getting drafted by the Vancouver Canucks?
Yeah, it was surreal. I mean, being there on draft day, it's a long process, waiting there all day, but it was really fun to get things going, and I'm really excited for the future.
I got to ask about the start of this season for you guys over there in Kitchener. I've been watching these games, and I feel like I have to zone out halfway through. Basically, when you guys hit 7-8 goals, I just starting to say what's going on over here in Kitchener. 5-2 on the season for you guys, but you've had some of these offensive explosions. I guess just a simple question, man. How fun has it been, Hunter, to start the season for you guys?
It's been very fun. I think a thing from last year from this year is just I think our team off the ice is just gelling really well together. I think that everyone wants to play for each other, no matter what the score is or no matter what's happening. I think, we always want to keep going and, bury teams.
I've seen it just like in the OHL where it feels like teams are in cycles. Is this your guys' cycle to win right now? Is this the group right here?
I mean, I hope so. I think we all believe, and I think that, we all want to prove people wrong. And I think that, right now we're rolling, and I think we can keep it going.
And for you, 4 games in a row with a goal. I was kind of looking at the stats yesterday. You're rolling up there with all the top forwards in the OHL right now. I guess just personally, how's it been for you to start the season and have so much production in the offensive zone?
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. Obviously, I'm still trying to work on, my weaknesses and build them up to my strengths and keep working on my strengths. And obviously that's one of my strengths. So it's been fun. Also, it's been really fun to get the team going, and we're also 5-2. So it's a good part.
The last time we saw you was at Dev Camp out here in Vancouver. What was that like? We obviously saw a lot of, Hall of Famers on the ice with you guys. What was that experience like?
Yeah, no, it was really fun. I mean, obviously to see what they do on the ice, not even if you get to talk to them, just to see what they do, little things. If the drill's not even going, you can just watch how they kind of look or what they look for and what they, how they stick handle or just little moves. And even in training camp, we got to go with them a couple times in small area games, and it was pretty cool just to go against them, just to see, the little tricks they have.
Hunter, we've got a question from a listener here, so I'll read it to you. What NHLer do you compare your game to, and what player do you model your game after?
I mean, I would always say these three guys, Rasmus Anderson, Adam Fox, and John Klingberg have always been my 3 for the past year. So I would say those 3.
Hunter, one thing I saw from you, I guess right after you were drafted, was getting a chance with the World Junior Summer Showcase. And from watching your highlights kind of the year before when you got drafted by the Canucks, went back, watched a bunch of games, saw a lot of things on the power play, saw a lot of things that you move in the puck. And then I saw the World Junior Summer Showcase. You're getting a lot of time on the penalty kill. Just kind of curious with that, how much is that starting to become a part of your game that you wanted to add? And is that something you've done throughout your whole career?
Yeah, that's definitely something I definitely want to add. I think that's, one of my weaknesses that I want to turn into my strengths is just being a big presence in front of the net and, closing plays quicker. And obviously with the summer showcase, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do offensively, but whatever the team needs me to do there, I would love to do and take on that role.
And I mean, kind of looking at your spot with the Kitchener Rangers now, you're going to be asked to be that top defenseman, needing up a ton of minutes on both the power play and penalty kill as you're improving your defensive game as well. And by the way, yesterday, I didn't think that was a knee. I thought that was just a very clean hit in that game. So I won't get you to say
that was
bad. It's just watching that and watching you kind of improve your defensive game at this level, getting a couple of years now in the OHL. How much more comfortable do you feel defending against some of these top guys in the OHL?
Oh, yeah. I think it definitely shows, when I think my confidence has gone through the roof with defending and offense, through the past season, just working on things in the summer. and I think that it really shows, and I think it's just going to keep getting better.
I asked you about development camp, but shortly after that, you had your first NHL training camp. How much did development camp help you prepare for that training camp? And was there anything at the training camp that surprised you a bit?
It was it helped me a lot, I would say. It definitely brought the nerves down a little bit, but then I would say the nerves picked back up once we got into the rookie games. But then I would just say I don't think there's a really surprising thing. I just kind of, went there with no expectations and, see what was going on there. And obviously it was a fun time. So I was glad to be out there.
What was your
And
biggest takeaway? Sorry, Faber, I just need to follow that up with that. What was your biggest takeaway from your first camp that you'll take into your next one?
I think that obviously everyone just doesn't stop working. I think I remember one time going against Bavilier in front of the net, and I had him pretty good boxed out, but he just nonstop working to get to the net and just trying to find the loose pucks.
how is it like to be a player who's heading back to junior? A lot of these guys who come in from the OHL, WHL, they aren't going to make the NHL in that first training camp, but you get the opportunity to just, like you brought up the situation with Bavilier, but I also wanted to ask about, like, you got Adam Foote there, you got Sergei Gonchar, you got the Sedins. Like, what's it like for you just showing up here and being around all these NHLers as a guy that, was drafted just a few months ago?
I mean, it's really cool. I think at the start of the camp, someone was like, "This is the best staff or the most experienced staff that anyone's has been a part of." And I didn't really think about it at the start, but once I really thought about it, it was pretty cool to realize that it probably is in the NHL, and it's pretty cool to learn from them and get to, pick up little things.
I got to ask, was that hit yesterday something that Adam Foote probably would have liked?
I mean, I hope so, but I mean, maybe he didn't like the penalty.
Wanted to follow up as well because we had Jeremy Colleton on the show on Thursday, who was your guys' coach at the Young Stars, and he spoke about a little bit about the opportunity that you guys had to put on a Canucks jersey and play a game. So I wonder if you can walk me through that night at Young Stars, getting a chance to throw on the jersey, be with the rest of the Canucks prospects, and be able to represent the Vancouver Canucks for the first time with a jersey on in a game.
Yeah, no, it is very cool. I mean, just seeing the jersey in the locker room for the first time was pretty cool with your name on the back, and hopefully I get to have way more chances in the future. And it was really cool to get the first one.
Curious about number 4. Why did you choose that one with Kitchener?
I've always been it since I was maybe 12 or 13. I'm not really sure why back then, but now it's just stuck, I guess.
Aside from hockey, any other sports? Are you a golf guy or no?
Big golf guy. I think I'm going to hit the course tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. Do we have a handicap or what?
Probably around 8 or 9.
Okay, hear that, Quads? Quads is the 100+ guy, by the way. So
I'm choosing to ignore it.
Well, that's good to hear. I wanted to kind of ask a little bit about just this season and like goals and expectations for yourself, because when we write about the Canucks prospects, something that I've brought up a lot is yourself and Kirill Kudryavtsev being potentially 2 of the top scoring offensive defensemen in the OHL this season. Is that like a goal that you've had in mind as well? Because you had a good year last year, coming off of being drafted, you get this opportunity, more ice time, more power play time, all that stuff. Do you have a goal personally for this season?
I would say no. I'm not a big goal guy, just being honest. But I mean, it would be really cool to have that by my name. But honestly, whatever I can do to help the team, and if I produce, I produce. If I don't, I don't. But it would be really nice. Obviously, I need to keep working on my strengths and keep strengthening them, and then get my weaknesses up there. And obviously, it's cool to get those points and whatever. But it does feel nice once in a while.
Just before we let you go here, Hunter, question from another listener. What's the best advice you've received since you were drafted?
Ooh, I don't know since I've been drafted, but maybe just in life. Obviously, just keep going. There's, obviously there's so much adversity you go through life, and you never know what's right around the corner. Even if you just keep working, you never know what's right around the corner. If you stop there, you'll never get to see what happens in life.
Hunter, I was curious about the switch from. I mean, you're an American playing in the OHL. Can you walk us through like how that situation happened, or is it like a weird subject? I'm curious, I guess.
Yeah, no, it was really, I guess, cool to go through the process of it. Obviously, I was going to Michigan, and it's my favorite school, favorite team in the world, probably outside of hockey, with football and basketball and stuff. So it was really hard for me to leave, but obviously I wanted to play a lot more hockey, wanted to play more minutes, and I needed to do what I needed to do, get to the next level, and that was to come to Kitchener.
Can you walk me through the season with the Oakland Junior Grizzlies, the U15 team? I'm looking at Hunter Brzustewicz with 111 points in 66 games. Were you a defenseman back then? What the hell is going on with that team?
Yeah. That was a fun 2 years, even if you look back at 14 year. Me, Rucker McGroarty, Nathan Lewis, Nick Burke, all those names. I can name 5 others, and we all kind of transfer over to the Oakland Junior Grizzlies from Honeybaked. But that was just so fun scoring all those goals. And we had a power play that was probably 45%. That it was not an ordinary power play. It wasn't a 1-3-1. It wasn't a box and one. It was, I would have to draw it up, but it was really fun to play with Rucker McGroarty. He obviously can put the puck in the back of the net, and that helps for sure.
We'll let you go on this one, Hunter. You got a chance to play with the World Junior Summer Showcase team for the United States. What would it mean to you to represent USA at this upcoming World Juniors? We don't see the USA pull a lot of 18-year-old defensemen on there, but what would it mean if you were able to make that team and head over to Sweden to play at the World Juniors?
It would mean everything. If anyone knows me, I'm the biggest USA guy in the world, and I would love to represent them anytime I can. And I really hope I make the team, but obviously it's not my control on who they pick, but it's in my control on how hard I work. So hopefully I can get the chance.
And I guess final one here, we'll let you go here, but any guys that you met at development camp, prospects camp that you didn't know before from the Canucks organization that you've kept a relationship with, like any of the guys in your draft class or just any of the other prospects that you got to meet at development camp and stuff?
I would say Vilmer Arlickson. Me and him kind of were hanging out a little bit and going out to dinner and stuff.
That's good. Is it hard to talk to him? Like, I even walk by. I'm 6'4", and I'm looking up at this guy like, what the hell? This is another dude.
I know, no, yeah. I mean, walking down the street, it's like I have to, look up like a skyscraper, but he's a fun guy.
So I must be pretty excited to get to play against him in the OHL here pretty soon. I know he's
I can't wait just to, obviously for him to know someone off of Guelph and me to know another player off of Kitchener, and it's pretty cool. I always play a buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Hunter, we appreciate you jumping on the show. You're crushing it in the OHL, man. It's been a hell of a start for you offensively. Kitchener, like I said, it's been a ton of fun to watch because, I get a goal every, feels like 6 minutes in the game. So best of luck as the rest of the season goes on. We're definitely going to have to do this down the road again. And thanks for taking the time today.
Sure. Thank you so much, guys.